So I apologize once again. It's been a long time. But let me just say, it is always more helpful when you guys kind of tell me what you want me to do videos on, because it's hard to like try to find time and figure out what to say in a video if you think, wow, nobody's actually going to care about this. So I would like to know what you guys want me to talk about. That way, it's a win-win. I know, okay, I'm doing something, they're going to like it, hopefully. So if you guys want any videos on other ones, the one that I just posted is about, it's another like part 2 character performer thing, which I got a lot of requests for. So I'm going to be doing that. This one, however, is for those of you who are sweet enough to care about my life and what's going on, because if people don't care, I don't want them to have to sit through like a whole long video. I'd rather just let them choose what they want to hear me talk about. If you hear like random noises, my landlord's here right now like fixing stuff, so if he like comes through the wall, I wouldn't be surprised, but he's friendly, so I wouldn't mind. First of all, I want to show this to you guys. I want to show you like the moment I got it, but like I didn't want to make like a video about my pants. But I got these leggings. You can't really tell, but they're Peter Pan leggings. They're super cute. I've only worn them like once, because you have to have like the right t-shirt for this, otherwise you just kind of look funky. Can't really tell. But they're really cute. They're kind of like crunchy. Kind of like crunchy and crusty and everything. I was going to be wearing them for the video, and I was like, but they're not going to be able to see, and I'm going to have to like put my booty up to the screen. So these are my leggings. I tend to cause quite a stir when I wear them, the one time that I wore them. But I got lots of compliments, so hey. Thought y'all would appreciate that. Okay, my life. My life's a little crazy right now, so I probably should have like planned this out better. The first thing that I mentioned last video that I made about having some news that I wasn't really wanting to know if I could share yet, and I am able to share now. That news, I don't know why I'm so nervous about saying it. It's not scary, but I'm actually getting married. So I am going to be getting married next June. And for those of you who wonder how old I am, people are like, how old are you? I'll be 22 when I get married, so it's still young, but I think people think I'm like 18, and then getting married then might be a little bit more sketchy. But yes, my boyfriend that you guys have seen a couple different times throughout, he and I are going to get hitched and move on to Atlanta when I graduate at the end of this year. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm not a big like wedding planning person, so it's just it's really strange. So when I get to go home for the first time since like March to see my family. So I'm really excited because of course my mom's gonna want to like go wedding dress shopping and check venues and all like super girly stuff, which it'll be fun to do that with Mama. Let's see. So that's one category. Love life category. School category. I'm still taking my summer classes. I've been taking my one that I've been like stressing about because it's like my first film, the film that like is mine. Like I'm directing, I'm producing, I'm doing everything. And it's hard doing it in the summer because there's not a whole lot of a crew here, but it turned out really well. And down in the description box, I will put a link to my professional website, and so you can go look and see some screenshots from there. It turned out really good. The little actress is so cute. She's 8. So yeah, so film-wise, it's going pretty well. I'm working on quite a few projects right now, so I'm kind of burnt out. I'm working on a stop-motion animation, which is cute, like you're making little dollhouse stuff, but it all has to be done to scale, and there's lots of math, and so I'm pretty sure I have like sawdust in my hair, and so, you know, stressful. So yeah, film school's going good. My family thing is a little bit more complicated. As you guys know, I don't know if I told you about all my brothers, but I have 3 little brothers. One has just turned 19, and he headed off today to go to Baylor pre-med. Woohoo! So I'm very excited. I'm very proud of him. And when I go down to visit my family, I'm going to go down to see him. So I'm really excited. I have a brother who turns 16 tomorrow. He may turn 15. I should probably look that up. I think he's turning 16. That's really bad. I'm just gonna say he's turning 16. And I'm really, really excited to see him. Him and I have gotten really close since I've gone off to school, so I'm excited. He looks just like Niall from One Direction. He looks like him, he sounds like him, he laughs like him. It's kind of creepy, so I just call him Niall. He hates it, though. But it means he's like a ladies' man, like, if everybody thinks he looks like Niall. And I have my youngest brother, who I've told you guys about, for quite a few videos, I think. I don't know if I've actually told the full story, which I probably should. Before I go ahead and speak about him, I do want to go ahead and thank you guys so much for the incredible support that you've given me when it comes to talking about my personal life. You guys know I'm pretty much an open book. Like, I'll talk about my life, I don't really care. But I, have some kind of weird life circumstances that most people don't have, and it is kind of weird to share them with people, but I have never felt so loved and so included, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. I get so many messages, even, like I said, I never go back and watch my videos. To me, that's weird, like watching myself talk, but so I kind of forget what I've said and what I've, put out there, and to have so many people message me and thank me for encouraging and things that, like, I don't even know that I do. It makes everything just so amazing. So thank you guys so much for making it so easy for me to speak about certain things, and especially, things about, my dealing with bipolar and dealing with the health issues that my brother does have, especially dealing with my faith. I don't ever want anyone to think that by me talking about my faith, I'm in any way telling you what you need to believe or what you need to think. I don't ever judge anybody else based on what they have found to be true or what, works for them. I just go off what I know and what has changed me in my life. And I don't ever want people to think by me talking about it should alienate anybody in any way. But situation with my brother, I think I have kind of told the full thing, but when he was 3 years old, he fell and drowned in our family swimming pool. I was 14 years old at the time, and I was the one who found him. So that was really difficult. And he was dead at the time that I found him. He had been there about 10 minutes. He was blue. They tried everything. They didn't even unwrap the defibrillators to, like, shock him back to life because he was too far gone. 20 minutes later, in the ambulance, going to kind of do a death certificate, check him out, whatever they do, they found a faint pulse and they helicoptered him to another hospital. He was in the hospital for about 7 months. And he is 11 now, and he is the sweetest, most joyful, precious thing in my life. I always tell my boyfriend / fiance, I don't like saying fiance, it sounds so pretentious, but my boyfriend, I always tell him, I'm like, you're not the love of my life. I'm sorry, Benjamin's the love of my life. So he's just the most incredible little thing. I guess it was about a week ago, he went back in the hospital, which is really hard because he hasn't been back since, what was it, like 7 years ago? And he started having seizures that we didn't really know why, and he was having trouble breathing. They never really could find out what was wrong. But he was there at the hospital for about a week, and they didn't really have any answers, and so my mom just opted to kind of keep him at home and, try to manage things from home. But he will be undergoing a surgery in October, which my birthday is October 9th and Benjamin's is October 10th, and the surgery, I believe, will take place on October 8th. So it is like the worst time to take for this surgery to take place. But he is having a surgery called a spinal fusion, and so they're going to fuse his spine to a steel rod. It's an incredibly dangerous surgery, especially for someone in his condition, and because of his condition, he is considered malnourished, and his immune system is just shot, and to be completely honest, they don't think he's going to make it, and that's been really hard, just because, like I said, he is the love of my life, and I definitely trust him. I know that he can get through absolutely anything that, is put in front of him, but, the surgery has to be done, and we don't want him to be in any kind of pain. It's going to be kind of a risky thing anyway. My mom is going to be doing a direct deposit, sounds like at the bank, but he's going to lose a lot of blood, and so he's going to need a bunch of blood donors to give him some blood, and unfortunately, they only take it like a certain amount of days in advance, and I won't be there and be able to give blood. So my mom's been kind of doing this big blood drive to try to give blood for him. So if any of you guys are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I can put some of the information in the description box, and I don't know, it's worth a shot. But he's, gonna have to have some direct blood transfusion or whatever it's called. So going back to visit my family will be great because I get to do all this wedding stuff and see my brothers, but part of me is really scared that it may be the last time that I see my brothers, so I think I'm going to try to do quite a lot of, I've never done this before, but, some vlogging kind of things while I'm there, because he was dead, and now he's not, so, he could very well, pull right out of this. The problem is we just don't want him to be in any kind of pain. The surgery has to happen, and, if the surgery doesn't happen, he could live a little bit longer, but he would just be in so much pain while he was here, and we don't want that for him. So, for those of you who are, believers and brothers and sisters in Christ, if you guys could just raise up little Benjamin in your prayers, and those of you who aren't, if you could just keep us in your thoughts, and just, we're just kind of hoping and praying that we know that whatever the Lord's will be done, and I'm more so praying for strength for those of us who are going to be still here, kind of dealing with all of that. But as you can see, my past couple months have been kind of crazy. So many blessings, so many good things, and so many things to be thankful for, and even in the midst of things that are hard, that almost makes blessings more apparent and more obvious. So I told Eli, my boyfriend, that instead of when he calls my dad to go ahead and officially ask permission to marry me, I told him that he needs to call my dad and say, Mr. Shannon, I just wanted to call and ask Benjamin's permission to marry Carolyn. And I told that to my mom. I was like, Benjamin's going to say no. And of course, Benjamin doesn't talk, but Benjamin would definitely be sassy and say no. Once again, thank you guys so much for your support. This has kind of gone on a little bit longer than I had hoped, but it's been a long time, so hopefully this will be your fill of Carolyn for a while. I'll, like I said, put the link to my professional website in the description box. I'll try to get some of that information from my mom, so if you know anybody who's, I believe blood type is A positive blood type, but if anybody's near Dallas, knows anybody who is, I'll put information down there as well. And like I said, keep telling me what you want me to make videos on, because otherwise I won't really know what to talk about. But thank you guys so much. I love you all, and I hope you are having a fantastic summer.